Hey, good day. We are going to chat a little bit today about the actual housing budget. This is super important because just because you go and talk to a lender and you get approved for a certain amount of money, that doesn't mean you have to spend that amount of money. And you guys are like, hey, isn't this guy a sales guy? Yeah, but at the same time, I want my clients to be set up for success, not for failure. I don't want any of my clients to be house poor. So just because you're going to get approved for a $500,000 house does not mean you should buy a $500,000 house. We want to get really, really specific about what your budget looks like, because when the lender approves you for, say, $500,000 house, they're not always taking into account your grocery bill, whether that's 400 bucks a week or 400 bucks a month, or maybe you like to take 3 or 4 trips a year, or maybe your kids have specific activities that you have to budget in every month for your budget. So again, just because you're approved for X amount does not mean that it's smart to spend that much. So what I like to do for my clients is I like to say, okay, tell me what you're currently paying, what's currently comfortable. Let's say that number is $1,800 a month on rent. And I feel like I'd be comfortable paying $2,500 a month on a mortgage. Great, there's a $700 a month difference there. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you feel like you're comfortable at, say, $2,500 a month for a payment, that may not be including other things that come along with home ownership. That being HOAs, that could be factored in depending on what type of property you're buying. There could be improvements or updates that need to happen, or setting aside money for things that will break down the road. So just because your monthly payment is $2,500 a month, is that still leaving room for the things on top of that that you may not be expecting? So that's the one thing I want you to think of when it comes to budgeting for your house payment. Now, the homework I have for you this week, very simple 3-step process. And I want you to look at what you're currently paying for your monthly house payment or rent payment, what you'd like to be at, what that difference is, and then I want you to take that difference and I actually want you to save that each month over the next 2 or 3 months and see if it's actually doable for you. See if that number that you're saying, I think I'd be comfortable at this number, save the difference between what you're currently paying and that, stick it in your savings account. That's going to be money for your down payment, and see if that's actually doable. And if it's not, great, we need to adjust it. Better to adjust it now than when you're stuck in that monthly payment. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.